Serial killers are some of the most notorious and terrifying criminals in history, and while many have been caught and brought to justice, some have managed to evade capture, leaving their crimes unsolved to this day. In this video, we'll be taking a look at 10 of the most infamous serial killers who were never caught. Number 10. The Phantom Killer. The Phantom Killer was active in Texarkana, Texas in 1946, and is believed to have been responsible for a string of brutal attacks that left 5 people dead and 3 others injured. Despite an extensive investigation, the killer was never identified or caught. Number 9. The Original Night Stalker. The Original Night Stalker, also known as the East Area Rapist, was active in California from 1979 to 1986, and is believed to have committed at least 12 murders and more than 50 rapes. Despite an intensive manhunt and numerous leads, the killer was never caught. Number 8. The Axeman of New Orleans. The Axeman of New Orleans was active in 1918 and 1919 and is believed to have killed at least 6 people and injured several others. The killer sent a letter to a local newspaper claiming that he would spare anyone who played jazz music in their homes on a certain night, leading to a citywide jazz party. Despite the killer's taunts and threats, he was never identified or caught. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. Number 7. The Servant Girl Annihilator. The Servant Girl Annihilator was active in Austin, Texas in 1885 and is believed to have killed at least 8 people and injured several others. The killer's victims were mostly young women who worked as servants, and their murders were characterized by extreme violence and mutilation. Despite an intense manhunt, the killer was never caught. Number 6. The Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run. The Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run was active in Cleveland, Ohio in the 1930s, and is believed to have killed at least 12 people, although some estimates put the number as high as 20. The killer was known for dismembering his victims and leaving their remains scattered throughout the city. Despite a massive manhunt and the involvement of famed lawman Eliot Ness, the killer was never caught. Number 5. The Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer was active in California in the late 1960s and early 1970s, and is believed to have killed at least 5 people, although he claimed to have killed many more. The killer taunted police with cryptic letters and ciphers, but was never identified or caught. Number 4. The Huasion Killer. The Huasion Killer was active in South Korea in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and is believed to have killed at least 10 women. The killer's victims were all young women who were sexually assaulted and then murdered. Despite an extensive investigation and the involvement of thousands of police officers, the killer was never caught. Number 3. The Long Island Serial Killer. The Long Island Serial Killer was active in New York from 2007 to 2010, and is believed to have killed at least 10 people, most of whom were sex workers. The killer's victims were often dismembered, and the remains were left in remote areas along the beach. Despite an extensive investigation, the killer was never identified or caught. Number 2. The West Mesa Bone Collector. The West Mesa Bone Collector was active in Albuquerque, New Mexico from 2003 to 2005 and is believed to have killed at least 11 women. The killer's victims were all sex workers who were buried in a mass grave on the West Mesa. Despite an extensive investigation, the killer was never identified or caught. Number 1. The Smiley-Faced Killer. The Smiley-Faced Killer is believed to be responsible for the deaths of at least 40 young men across several states in the U.S., including New York, Pennsylvania, and Minnesota. The killer's victims were often found in bodies of water, and graffiti of a smiley face was sometimes found near the crime scenes. Despite the similarity of the cases and the theories of a single killer, the crimes remain unsolved and controversial. And that concludes our list of the top 10 serial killers that were never caught. It's both terrifying and fascinating to think that some of these individuals may still be out there, continuing to evade law enforcement. We hope this video has shed some light on the unsolved cases and the importance of justice for the victims and their families. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.